Welcome to Small Creator Unfiltered. Sometimes I just feel like I don't know. I'm not. I wouldn't say burnout. It's not burnout. It's like, how do we put out good stuff with just a blue background and some LED lights? And I got some ideas, stuff, some screen share stuff that we can go over. Like, I wanted to go over the what's it called? Dang, can't remember now. Social Blade. Thanks for sticking around for that 3 second gap of dead air. Social Blade. So Social Blade is a website that basically ranks social media personalities or creators, mostly on YouTube, but it does cover stuff like X and I think Instagram too. I don't think it hits TikTok yet. But Social Blade is a pretty cool little website that if you are a creator, you can put your creator name in there, and as long as it's in the YouTube system, then it should be able to pull all of your stats. It's public information, so it'll be able to pull your number of views, how many views you got on your last video, your ranking, how it classifies you as like A tier, or B tier, C tier, so on and so on. Level of a creator. And so I figured we could do something like that here before too long, Social Blade, and pull up what we're doing here on Social Blade on this channel. I'll give you a sneak peek. So we're actually we're at the bottom, not the bottom, but pretty close to the bottom because we're brand new. But there's a lot of self-deprecation happening on this channel right now. I don't know why. I guess I feel like so negative about everything because we get in this mindset of like, oh, I can be a creator, and then it sucks, dude. It's hard. It's hard thinking of the ideas, and then constant creation, constantly being a production person, always trying to make content. It sounds easy. Like you watch people on YouTube and you say it sounds easy. I could probably do that. Probably not that hard. And then you do it. And you always hear these people say YouTube's hard. And you're like, it's not really that hard. It can't be that hard. Just hit record and talk about some stuff. Nah, it's hard. It's hard. Because, the thing I've discovered is that it's like super easy to think of an idea. That was actually probably a good idea for you to film and edit and do all that kind of stuff and record it and upload it. And maybe it does pretty good. I don't know. What is hard about being a YouTube creator is doing it all the time. Especially if you're like into the daily thing like I'm trying to do right now. Oh man. Dude, that's intense. It's hard. It's hard. Can you imagine, first of all, thinking of like 30 good ideas in a year? I mean, that's 2 to 3, three ideas almost a year, a month. But try to think of 30 ideas in 30 days, or 31 and 31, 28, 28. That's hard, man. Jeez. Do we have 29 days this year or 28? It's 2025. 29 in February or 28? I don't know. Leave it in the comment section, I guess. But it's tough, man. I thought about maybe coming up tonight and talking about, for someone that's just starting out, what I would suggest or what I would recommend. So we may do that at some point. And then I did want to mention briefly that the last video I did was a very somber one. Well, that's the best way to put it, somber one, about YouTube subscribers. And I watched an episode of Colin and Samir today, and it changed my mind about my outlook on my last video, my dark corner about the subscribers video, or whatever I called it. So in that video that I uploaded, it was basically saying that there's a lot of subscribers, but you may not get a lot of views. So basically, what's going on with that? And I looked at it from a darker, negative kind of perspective. But I watched Colin and Samir today, and they had a guy on from Patreon. I don't remember his name. But basically, he was commenting on the fact that it's not just like us at the individual level, like all creators are experiencing a situation where they don't have views from their subscribers. Like 90% of their views are coming from new people because the YouTube algorithm is not pushing their content to their subscriber base. So they're taking all this time to build up followers and subscribers, and YouTube is not utilizing that that list of subscribers to send the videos to, which is insane. It's like, why? What's the point of having a subscriber if you're not going to send the video to those people? So, well, anyway, the point of the story was that I watched Colin Smear, and it really kind of changed my outlook on that perspective. So it's not just us little guys; it's everybody, even the big boys, like Colin Smear. In fact, think about a video that you watched from a relatively large creator that you like. Did they? Let's say you watched them about maybe 6 months or something ago, maybe a couple months ago. Are their videos still popping up on your suggested feed? Or is the algorithm trying to follow you wherever you go? And if that means you haven't watched their videos in a while, then they're not going to suggest them to you, even though you're subscribed to them. In fact, you might actually be really interested in watching their stuff. I'll give you a perfect example on my side. I have a couple of people I subscribe to, obviously, like everyone does. One of them is Mr. Beast. Not because necessarily that, I worship the dude or nothing like that, but he does make pretty high production videos that are pretty entertaining to watch. And of course, he's come out with, quite a few videos in the last 6 months or so. But I used to watch this stuff pretty regular, but I have not been getting his videos in my feed. I mean, I'll get random stuff from random people, and a lot of it has to do with the stuff I've been like researching on lately. Like YouTube growth and stuff like that. So I'll get a lot of those kind of videos, but you'd think that if a YouTube creator came out with a brand new video, say Mr. Beast or, Emma Chamberlain or, Bikers and Beards or whoever you guys watch, then when they came out with a video that it would at least say, hey, guess what? This creator made that video. You should go check it out. But nope, the algorithm's not doing that. And a lot of creators are feeling that pressure. So again, what's the point of having 1.5, 2 million, 5 million subscribers, or in the case of Mr. Beast, 150 million subscribers, if your videos are not getting suggested to your subscribers? Can you imagine the amount of watch time that Mr. B would watch, that he would have if the algorithm was actually pushing his videos to every single one of his subscribers? Can you imagine that? Because I know that if it would have pushed the stuff to me, I would have watched it. I'm sure I missed a couple episodes or videos or whatever. The fact that it's not sending it to everybody means that, I'm pretty sure he's losing views, and every other creator that has a decent number of subscribers, or even if you guys probably have, however many you have subscriber wise, 720, 152, who knows? But imagine those 152 people, or however many it is for you guys, the number of subscribers, how many views and watch time. That's a big one, right? For us small people. How much watch time and views are we missing because the algorithm's not pushing our stuff to our subscribers? So it's almost like we're not getting a good chance to grow because it's so hard to achieve. And you guys know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to achieve getting people to see your content, number one, but then out of let's call it the 100 people that watch your videos, the 10 to 15 people that actually subscribe after watching your stuff, how hard it is to get those people and build that number up. And then the algorithm is not going to send your stuff to those people. The people who are actually interested in watching your stuff, the algorithm is not going to send it to them. So how retarded is that? That's dumb. And I feel for you guys. I feel for me too. But I mean, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, and this is me personally, I'm sure it's not the same for you guys, but the way I look at it, if I really want views and subscribers, I just drop another $20. That's just me. So Again, that's another reason why I don't care too much about how these non-promoted videos go, because right, let's take the last one, right? The sad face subscriber video I just did. It did, as of right now, 11 views over 24 hours, almost 24 hours, about 20 hours, 11 views. So a lot of people, they would think that that's not that good, and it's not, because the algorithm's not pushing our videos to people. It's not. That could potentially be a whole lot higher. But at the end of the day, for me, you know, if I'm just sad enough about the 11 that I could just drop $20 on it, it would turn into 800, and I'd probably pick up another 75 subscribers off of it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's the game. So, I guess really that comes that you know, the question then becomes. Hold on a second. Let me take a drink. The question then becomes. Then how do we get bigger then? If the algorithm's not going to help us out, it's not going to push our videos to our subscribers. How do we get bigger? And I believe the answer is that the algorithm, the algo, is pushing stuff that is. Think of it like TikTok. I think it's like YouTube saw what TikTok was doing, and they wanted to copy paste it into YouTube. Not just the shorts, but the long form content too. So stuff that like basically catches fire, or the stuff that you just like literally have been searching for lately, it'll show you that stuff too. But the stuff that catches fire, aka viral, is the stuff that it's going to be pushing out. So you have two choices if you want to grow. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. You got two choices if you want to grow. Number one, you can make viral content. Something that like pulls people in and causes them to, throw a lot of, you guys would have to throw a lot of editing in there, retention, boost up all the numbers, all the standard metrics, retention, likes, not really subs, because I don't think the algorithm cares about that anymore, but likes, comments, shares, that kind of stuff. And most, the biggest one I think for the algorithm right now is watch time. So if you have a video and you're getting, 30 seconds out of a viewer, then you'd have to do the retention editing thing and get them to watch for, 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes or whatever. So the point being that in order to grow, you need to have something with high watch time, which is, it makes sense. It makes sense, from YouTube's perspective. You want to have videos that are going to, appeal to people that they actually like. And I mean, right? Of course, that's what they want. That's what you should be making. But what about stuff like this, right? Or stuff where it's just us connecting and talking for a little bit. It's not gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna get any views. So that would be step one. That would be option one, would be to make viral stuff that really pulls people in. Number two is to make content that is searchable. So stuff that people search for all the time, which a lot of that stuff has already been done 100 times over by bigger creators. Not to say that you can't do it too, but YouTube is designed to, if it's the same basic answer to the same basic question, YouTube again is designed to give the bigger creator the ball. So you could go into a very niche topic. That's another option, I guess, is to go into a very niche type of a topic. This is kind of niche in the regard that it's like YouTube creator hangout space, but like without the frill and the fluff and the, you know what it is. So you could niche down into something where no one is in. I mean, hypothetically, there's an infinite number of, niches, a gold mine. If you can find it, if you can sit there and think about it for a while, you could find yourself a gold mine of an idea as far as like a niche wise. But once you get niched down far enough, close enough to like one single topic or an idea, every time you niche down, you're losing potential viewers. So it's kind of like a scale, a weighing game. You can not niche down at all, and you're going to compete with the big boys. And this is all, elementary stuff when it comes to being a YouTuber. But you could not niche down at all, and you compete with the big boys. Or every step you come down in the niche, as far as being more specific, then you're going to compete less, but you're going to have a smaller audience, potential audience. So in the gaming channel, here's an example. In the gaming channel, you could go into just gaming. So that's pretty huge of a niche. So it's going to be hard to get into that in general. But most people, when it comes to gaming specifically, they're going to be looking for a specific game or two when they're searching. You could go into, I'm not even going to say the M word, the Minecraft one. Not going to say it. But you could go into something like, arcade games or something. And then from there, you can go down further into, say, Pac-Man. And every time you niche down, you're going to get more of a chance to reach people because there's fewer people there. But there are fewer people in general to speak to. And when I say there are a few people there, I mean like competitors. But there are fewer customers or people there to talk to when you get down there. However, I guess now I'm just kind of spitballing ideas here. But hypothetically, you could be such a big sensation in that world that you could gain a following from that, a name from that, and then carry it over into bigger and wider niches. So that may be a strategy for you. I am genuinely interested in what your guys' niches are, or your videos, or the channels. I'm generally interested in what your guys' channels are. So I'd like if you guys can put your channel name or whatever in the comment section, then we can subscribe to it, and we can also learn about you. Another thing that I think about doing here before too long would be to just take a look at your guys' channels with you, on this channel, and talk about them, and just gain a following of, talking about each other's channels and where we can improve together. If we could spark the comment section, then we could all hang out and be big old buddy friends on YouTube. We'll leave it at that one. I am working on the Small Creator Studio side. Of course, if you're, again, new here, this is Small Creator Unfiltered. It's the sister channel to Small Creator Studio, where we do a little bit more of the professional thing, less of the rambling vlog thing, more of the professional thing, where we actually try. And so that's Small Creator Studio. And on the Small Creator Studio, I am rebuilding this set. You can see the blue behind me, just off to the side of the camera here, my left, your right, is where we cut off. If I was to pan the camera just a little bit to my left, you would see where we're starting to work on. We got some drywall and stuff over here where we're doing a fitness studio build. So Small Creator Studio, check out the main channel, which this one is about to surpass Studio. But go check out the other channel, Small Creator Studio, where we do studio builds and play around with niches and all that kind of stuff. That studio build for the fitness studio is episode 2 is going up this weekend. So expect that. I would have worked on it tonight, but I got off work late. So maybe I'll take tomorrow off work or something like that and really get into this fitness studio thing. But it's getting there. I'll try to have it up by this weekend. And we'll see you guys next time on the Unfiltered channel. All right, see ya.